freak accident at a Bay Area hospital, an MRI scan that went horribly wrong.
And now there are claims that lack of oversight is putting patients at risk.
It was late February at Kaiser's Redwood City Medical Center. An ordinary day from the outside, but inside an MRI technician reported hearing screaming coming from the other room. This photo explains why. The hospital bed was pulled uncontrollably into the MRI machine by its magnetic force. A nurse became pinned between the bed and the machine, reports say. She suffered crushing injuries. The patient fell to the floor. The incident is detailed in a Cal OSHA investigation, concluding Kaiser failed to ensure the door to the MRI room remained closed and employees were following safety guidelines. The injured nurse recalling,
"I was getting pushed by the bed. Basically, I was running backwards. If I didn't run, the bed would smash me underneath."
My first thoughts were, not again.
Tobias Gilk is an MRI safety expert whose own research using federal data shows as the number of scans and exams increases, so do accidents, but at 3 times the rate. Gilk estimates thousands of incidents go unreported every year.
Personally, I find it very frustrating.
Online videos show the sheer power of the machine's magnet on anything metal.
It doesn't stop being magnetically attracted. It keeps pulling and pulling and pulling, squeezing to try and get the magnetically attracted object closer to, in contact with, the MRI scanner itself.
It's why there are typically a series of rooms and doors, areas to screen for metal objects. But these findings by the California Department of Public Health show Kaiser Redwood City failed to provide radiologic services in a safe manner.
It's not just a failure of the last barrier, the last individual. It's a failure of many protections or preventions before we even get to that point.
The systemic problems start, regulators say, with the nurse and patient care tech left unsupervised without MRI personnel. No one, including the patient, was ever screened. The door to the magnetic room was left opened, and the safety alarm never sounded. Kaiser Permanente responded to our questions in a statement, saying in part, "Our teams responded quickly and those involved immediately received the care and support they needed. This was a rare occurrence, but we are not satisfied until we understand why an accident occurs and implement changes to prevent it from occurring again." But a source alleges this wasn't the only incident at the Redwood City Hospital and shared this photo of another accident.
It becomes important for us to ensure that we restrict access to the site only to people that need to be there, and we can control what and who enters and how they're exposed to what.
For the nurse who became stuck against the magnet, she suffered severe lacerations requiring surgery, including the removal of 2 embedded screws. The patient was not hurt, and Kaiser is now facing an $18,000 fine for missteps in a workplace injury accident that could have been much worse.
This is a no-brainer case. I would take this thing all day long. I mean, it is such a clear deviation from what is the proper procedure for putting somebody in MRI. This is a no-brainer. You have to follow the procedures. That's why you have to be a licensed technician on one of these things and know what you're doing, because this is, you know, a high-power magnetic device, and somebody could easily get hurt any number of ways. This isn't the only way. So it is really important that somebody is paying attention to doing their job properly and following the procedures, or you will be held liable. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And while you're down there, please like and subscribe. Thanks again for watching.